Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In this episode, we are continuing our trek through the Forest Temple, and as you can see, I'm back here in this hallway where we had the portraits of the Poe Sisters. And so, what I'm going to do right now is that we're going to, of course, go after the Poe Sisters. And so, what you're going to do for the first one is that you want to use your bow and arrow, because, you know, that's what we need the bow and arrow for. Just shoot at the paintings with the first of the four ones, and I believe this first one is named Joelle, I believe it was. It's kind of hard to remember much of the Poe Sisters because they're like one-shot kind of enemies. Yep, okay, I was right, Joelle. So basically, she kind of works a little similarly to the regular pose that you face. Because I think because if you ever do lock on to the Poe Sisters, then they'll actually disappear just like all the other ones. And if you get closer to her, then she'll just twirl around and try to attack you with the torch that she's holding, and I keep on locking on to her because I can't even seem to help it because, you know, because I do that with every enemy in this game, or at least with all the other 3D Zelda games, because, you know, Ocarina of Time was the one that introduced the lock-on feature, and, you know, it's such a great feature, though, just being able to lock on enemies, so that way there you have, like, major focus on the enemies itself. And so that's why the combat is a lot more refined for this game, and, you know, something that carries over in all other 3D Zelda games. So the best strategy to go for is that, you know, since you can't really get close to the Poe Sisters, because all they're gonna do is that they're just gonna attack you with their torches. The only way to actually kill them is it would be the arrows, or the bow and arrow. I mean, at least I think that's the only method. I'm sure there might be some other methods that other people have used, but for right now, I'm only thinking that I can only just use the bow and arrow. And I had to go and make sure to pick up those arrows that are left over from those enemy drops, because at this moment, until we get the arrow upgrades, I can only carry up to 30 arrows at a time. So yeah, hopefully that'll just change whenever that increases. I also forgot to mention some other thing about the Forest Temple itself is that you'll see these symbols above the doors. That's actually that indicates that that progresses through, or the next area you need to go. So actually, it ensures that you go forward through this dungeon. Actually, if you pay close attention, so like if you look at the symbol, it's supposed to be the sage symbol, and you can see that's kind of wind-based because to those of you who didn't know, Ocarina of Time was originally going to have a wind temple. But that was actually unfortunately scrapped because of time constraints. But there is actually some bits of it left over, where we can see that that the symbol looks pretty windy. It kind of looks like some kind of a wind element, because that was originally supposed to be the symbol for the Sage of Wind. All right, next Poe Sister is named Beth. So yeah, just like with Joelle, just you know, don't lock onto the Poe like I'm doing right now, and just use the bow and arrow. But anyway, so yeah, it has a wind pattern because, like I said, it's supposed to be there's supposed to be a wind-based dungeon or wind temple, and so there was going to be the Sage of Wind, but that was scrapped, and so I believe that was just replaced with the or no, I guess they still kept it in with the Forest Temple, just make a forest theme, but they actually still kept the wind element left over for the even for the final product, and then we'll actually see more of this reference again and once we get to the final dungeon, because there's going to be sections for each of the sages that has that retains the elements, but we'll see it has the wind element that's apparently been left over. But more on that once we actually get to said dungeon, which is actually, you know, like basically at the tail end of this Let's Play. Because oh man, I'm going ahead of myself for this one. But you know, just thought I'd just give you a little piece of trivia for what well, I believe where the Forest Temple was originally supposed to be for this, but they kind of just made some things left over. Alright, so I believe for this chest that's inside here is a compass. So yes, now we have the compass, and we'll be able to see exactly where we're going and where the rest of the chest would be. So before we saw, there's only like 4 Poe Sisters we have to kill, so there's only 2 down and just 2 more to go, so just basically like halfway at it. I know I basically just kind of like ended this oh yeah, this is another room with the Wall Masters. I actually kind of ended on the last episode in another location, but I'm back. I actually start off back at the hallway with the Poe Sisters. So I hope you guys don't get too lost, but you probably should know where you're going. You know, if you're using this as a guide. Alright, so yeah, this is a wall master. Watch out for the shadow on the floor. Destroy it before it goes back up to the ceiling. So yeah, this is actually what the wall masters look like. I mean, we encountered the floor masters beforehand, and so they kind of have that same design. So I figured I'd just go ahead and show it off, just at least get Navi's bio from the wall master. So yeah, just watch out for its shadow. Like you can hear it just fall down. Oh yeah, those are the green bubbles. The green bubbles, their flames will disappear and reappear at the same time. So that would probably expose a weak point, but do the same as the blue bubbles, where you can just use the Deku Nuts and then use the Jump Slash just to one-shot them. I believe there's another hallway that's supposed to be twisted. We have the Ice Witch that's supposed to be right over this way. These are rotating platforms, but yeah, that's basically the thing with the Wall Masters, that you know, just you'll see the shadow that that starts to grow bigger over Link, and so so just watch out for that, and just keep on moving until actually it starts to drop down, and so that's when you can kill it. It basically goes down into 2 hits with the I think it's 2 hits with the Master Sword. Just make sure it doesn't grab onto you, because, you know, like I think I've probably mentioned this in the previous episode, that oh, I actually tried going down here because I thought there was supposed to be a ladder right here, but no, there wasn't, and it's actually in the other platform, so I had to wait to go all around it. I don't know why. Did they forget to put a ladder right there? It's just for the sake of a shortcut. I don't know why. They probably forgot to put it on there, and so I had to go all the way back and just wait around. God damn it, programmers. Anyway, so, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I actually remember, like, my very first encounter with the Wall Masters when I played this game as a kid. Like, you know, I actually managed to somehow get caught by that Wall Master and grab it onto me, and it was terrifying as shit. It scared the shit out of me. Like, just as much as just as much as the fucking piano in Mario 64. Because, like, you know, I remember screaming and just like running out of my chair from that Wall Master alone. That was fucking terrifying shit. I don't know what it is with this game, and just like making making enemies, like, since the jump to 3D, and just make the and just crank the nightmare fuel to 11 with certain enemies. Like, there was the P-hats that were also terrifying because of their massive size, because it's like being around Hyrule Field. Oh yeah, thanks Navi. I never would have guessed. Just seeing that ceiling that already just now fell down just as soon as you say that. Ugh. So that's basically what our job is. Just like pointing out the obvious, and also saying something that's already ever happened. Ugh. Yep, she's infamous, quite infamous for that. I'll get this chest right here. Yeah, that's where you want to hurry and just watch over that ceiling. And it'll still fall down while you go through that dialogue box of you getting the item. All right, next we have this puzzle here. What else? What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I think that's about like all there was about like things that are absolutely terrifying in Ocarina of Time, like especially with the jump to 3D. But you know, I guess I just couldn't help it. You know, just being an N64 kid and all that, and so you know these games being one of those games. But you know, overall, I still enjoy the adventure, and, you know, I got so much into Ocarina of Time anyway that, you know, it's what, you know, being the first Zelda game I ever played, and, you know, it was so much fun. It felt so adventurous, really felt like a hero, and, you know, and going more into Zelda, it's like, it basically really what kickstarted my fanboyism for the Zelda series in general. Yeah, this game's just so amazing. It really is. I love it to death. And, you know, even 25 years later, this game's about to reach its 25th anniversary because this game came out in 1998 and it's already 2023, so it's like, you know, it's, you know, it's reaching its 25th anniversary, 25 years old, and even to this day, this game still does hold up. So it's still amazing either way. All right, next Poe Sister, we have Amy. Yeah, not this Amy, but this Amy that we're dealing with right now. So yeah, what you have to do is that you basically just have to push those blocks that had the picture of Amy herself. And it's actually under a 1-minute time limit, so you want to hurry with that as well, and just to make sure that you complete the picture. And of course, if time runs out, then the blocks will rotate, and they'll make things more difficult. And so, so after you get that done, then that's when Amy will appear, and oh wow, she just backs away like that. This hardly ever happens, where they just back away like, no. Yeah. Yeah, you better just say your prayers there, because you are fucked. Anyway, so that's that one down, and so we are just down one more Poe Sister to kill. Basically what it is, just ghost busting, and there's probably going to be even more ghost busting for more episodes to come, because that's another kind of a cyclist we'll be going to. Well, especially the pose that we see in Hyrule Field. There's actually something we'll do about that, but that's going to be, I believe, in the next episode is when I do something like that. I think it is, because I've already recorded that episode, so so I'll just have to see what it was, but yeah. Alright, so now we're back in the main room, and you can see right down there, there's that, I believe that's the last Poe Sister, just twitching around, so let's encounter that one, and, that's another one of those, duplicate battles. Yep, sure is. Alright, so here's the fourth and final Poe Sister. This is Meg, one of the Poe Sisters. She splits into multiple images. You need to figure out which is the real one. Is it the one? Shut up, Meg. Anyway, so for this one, it's actually different from all the other ones, where basically after she splits into copies, you want to make sure to pay attention to the one that moves and just twirls around. If whichever of the those duplicates that whichever one that twirls around, that's the real one. So make sure you the best way to go about it is just lock onto that the real one, and then just shoot her with the arrow. And then, you know, let the rinse repeat, and then you should be fine after that. Alright, and I think that should be a couple more. I think it takes about 5 hits just with the bow and arrow alone. I think it was. I never really counted though, but I mean, I believe it was about like 5 hits for the Poe Sister. And then once all that's done, then this elevator will rise up. So now that's all 4 of the Poe Sisters that have been defeated. And so now we can go and gain access to the final room, and it's, you know, it actually is final, because, you know, we see that we see the skull right there. Yep, that is where the boss is located. So yeah, we're just about done. I actually did manage to make about like 2 videos for the Forest Temple, because I know I did so like with the other dungeons. Well, I mean, the Deku Tree I only did 1 episode because it was, you know, without a doubt the shortest dungeon in the entire game. And then the other ones I kind of split those into 2 with we'll just combine those mini bosses. And I know that the later half of the dungeons, or at least the adult dungeons, are longer. Because starting with Forest Temple, I mean, it's pretty long. It's longer than the other dungeons, but I still managed to make about like 2 episodes in. But I do know that from the Forest Temple onwards, the dungeons will probably be even longer, and especially with the fucking Water Temple. I'll get to it when I get to it. But yeah, so I'm not sure if it'll probably be a guarantee that, you know, because of the length of the adult dungeons, that I'll probably be able to make about like 2 episodes for 1 dungeon. The Water Temple will never really guarantee that for all, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. But I mean, I'll see what I can do about these adult dungeons, and I do apologize for that voice crack. And then that should be yeah, there's another Gold Skull up there, so yeah, that's why I was hearing that, so I had to make sure it was in the right room. And for some reason, the hitbox was a little whacked out somehow, because I was right within the range of the Gold Skull, but I still didn't really kill it. And so I had to make sure, yep, there we go, there's a Gold Skull symbol, so that indicates that I've killed and got the tokens of every single one of the Gold Skull in this dungeon. So yeah, I had to make sure that I've gotten every single one of them, because like that's one of the biggest things that that I get so afraid of, is that you know, is that I try to get as much of these collectible tokens as I ever could with the Gold Skull, and you know, I really want to make perfectly sure that I got every single one of them to avoid the backtracking and all that. So just having to go back because of the fact that I missed one. And I wouldn't really say it's the game's fault though. It's, you know, it's actually just my own fault, because either I would just forget where it is, and then I would just and then I just had to go back. And so yeah, I had to make sure I had to collect every single one of the Gold Skull tokens before I get everything done with this one. So I'm glad that I actually got the symbol right there. I know that Donkey Kong 64 gets so much for that, but you know, I've memorized pretty much where every one of those collectibles are, and so so I just check on that. So anyway, we're in the boss room. There seems to be nothing here at all, so let's leave. And oh, cock blocked. Okay, that's nice. I'll take it. But oh shit, Ganondorf already? Wow, that was fast. Wow, we're beginning to get pretty early here. So yeah, let's do this. Why don't I? Yeah, we're doing a rematch. You humiliated me last time. Wait a sec. Oh, wait, that's not good. Evil Spirit from Beyond, Phantom Ganon. Oh, okay, well, never mind. I guess we won't really get out of it that easily. Whoa, wait. Okay, well, you know, I guess the game is we're not really finished yet. That would have been too easy for us. All right, so boss of the Forest Temple, Phantom Ganon. Now, this one is can be a little tricky though. He comes in 2 phases, and yeah, I fucked up right there because so what you have to do is that you have to whip out your bow and arrow, and so you have to look around at the portraits, and you want to see which of the you have to see which of the 2 Phantom Ganon copies are coming out, which is the real one. Like there's actually 2 copies of it. If you see one that comes close to you and then it starts glowing glowing white, and then you see this wave darkness, that's the real one. But if you see like this one that's turning back, that's the fake one. And if you take too long and are unable to get the real one, then they'll just come out. And then he'll use his shock attack to whittle down your health. And so that's what happened to me because I couldn't find the real one. So just pay close attention to how he glows white, and then it should be good. Alright, so Spio, it's an evil ghost of the Forest Temple. He comes out of one of the pictures. Answer his magic attack with an attack of your own. Oh, you know, sounds familiar with this one. Well, we'll just see about that. So yeah, now his horse is gone, and now we're on to the second phase. And so he's floating around, and so, yep, what we're doing right here, yes, that's right, we are playing a tennis match. And I fucked up right here, so he'll start creating his energy ball that he'll try to strike back at you. And so what you gotta do is that you just strike it back with your Master Sword. So yeah, it's a game of tennis. You remember the Aghanim fight from A Link to the Past? Yep, it's very much like that. And so so basically, as you can see right here, you want to make sure you keep a good distance though, because I didn't want to do any close range attacks. But oh, and I have screwed this one up again. If you know what you're doing, then like, he shouldn't be too hard. I mean, it takes some getting used to for the spots, and it actually takes absolute timing for this one. So yeah, strike it back. So yeah, that's what it is in a nutshell. It's you know, it's a good old tennis match of the century for Phantom Ganon here, and it's going to be even more tennis matches that we're going to be facing off for Ganondorf for many more games to come, because, you know, what better way to face off against a demon game than a game of tennis? Because, you know, if he likes tennis so much, then, you know, that's what he's for. So, you know, just keep repeating this process until he finally comes down, and there we go. Yeah, so yeah, that's what Zelda series is known for like defeating any Ganondorf-based enemies or Ganondorf himself. You know, just playing a little game of tennis. Isn't this fun? Who doesn't love a good game of tennis? 'Cause I sure do. Alright, and so I think we should be just about done and over with. And there we go, and that was Phantom Ganon, so yep. That was it. That was a little simple, pretty quick. Just takes me to get used to.
Hey kid, you did quite well. It looks like you may be gaining some slight skill. But you have defeated only my Phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions.
Lacey gave me some comments, so thanks, Ganondorf, I would say. Yeah. And so with that, Phantom Ganon is down, and so the Forest Temple is done, and I almost forgot to grab the heart container when I recorded this, so I was like, oh wait, no, I can't leave without the heart container. Gotta get every single one of those, leave no stone unturned. Alright, so let's do that, and so let's step into the blue portal light, and oh yeah, look at that, it's a crystal came. Alright, so here we are back in the Chamber of Sages, and yep, as we already would have guessed, we kind of like got spoiled a bit there. And so with that, we have awakened our very first sage. Oh, hello there, Saria. So you haven't really aged a day at all. Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. Yeah, it's been 7 years, and you're still a kid, just like all the others. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No. You don't have to explain it all to me. Because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. Ah, damn, that sucks. It's actually kind of depressing now that I think about it. I will stay here as a forest sage and help you. Now, please, take this medallion. You know, honestly though, I thought this for a long time. That's actually kind of boring and also kind of depressing at the same time though, because like you know, from what she's saying right there is that, like, you know, as since she's a sage, then all the other sages are basically they're basically destined to stay in the Sacred Realm, and honestly though, that actually sucks. So I always find that kind of depressing because of it, but nevertheless, we now have the Forest Medallion. Saria has awakened to the stage and adds power to us. Saria will always be your friend. I don't know why she's talking to the third person though. I just don't. But anyway, so that's one stage that's awakened. Oh shit! The Deku Tree is he's alive. Is he back to life? Oh hello, what's this? I thought he was supposed to be dead. Well, wasn't he dead? But what would this be right here? Oh, I wonder. Oh shit! Oh fuck! God damn, dude! Seriously, that's rude. Who are you anyway? Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Oh, okay. You're welcome. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognize you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. But you're just bored. How do you know all this? You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri. You are actually a Hylian. I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Oh, gee, really? Yeah, it's no wonder. So that explains a lot. So Kokiri never grew up at all. They're still kids. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. Yes, I'm still gonna use that voice during these kind of serious stories. Don't judge me. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. Raised by a tree, interesting. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. So, that's an interesting backstory. That's quite an info dump right there. So, yeah, good to know. Oh, and now he's dead again. He's dead! You are a Hylian, and you are always bound to lead this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do? That's right! You must save the land of Hyrule! Now, Link, break the curses on all the temples and return base to Hyrule! Yeah, sure, that was what we already tested to do to begin with, so... Yay! But, you know, so that's what we gotta do, because, you know, basically I just gotta prevent this world from getting even shittier. And also, for the Deku Tree Sprout himself, if you already would already figured out by now, I believe this would be the very same Deku Tree, or the very same Deku Tree that would grow to be the same one in Wind Waker. Because, you know, it actually makes sense, and I think about it if you just put two and two together. So, hey, the Kokiri are back outside. I feel like I've known you for a long time, mister. Yeah, of course, because, well, you know, I've lived here, you should know me, even though I'm an adult. And I'm actually cutting back over to the Lost Woods because I do want to show off some for Mido. Oh, I see. Saria will ever come back. But I made a promise to Saria. If Link came back, I would be sure to tell him that Saria had been waiting for him. Because Saria really liked... Who? Hey, you. If you see him somewhere, please let him know. And also, I'm sorry for being mean to him. Tell him that too. At least he's kind of softened up there. I guess you're kind of not much of a dick after all. Even though you were, because you know he was a dick to Link back then. All right, so I checked here for we have over 50 gold Skulltula tokens, and so I'm coming back to the House of Skulltula because there's actually one more prize that we can get from one of the kids right now. I have to see which one. Yeah, I have to check to see which one I haven't got, and the last one's gonna be a heart piece. And so, after that, then that should be all the prizes again. And so you won't be getting the next prize until after you get all the gold Skulltula tokens, every single 900 of those. So yeah, because the last prize for this one, it'll actually, it's basically kind of a worthless reward, but even despite of that, so like after this point, you don't really have to get the rest of the gold Skulltula tokens if you really just wanted the heart piece, but But, you know, since I did say I want to do 100% completion, I'm still going to go after all the gold Skull tokens anyway, so, you know, I'm never going to leave that behind, you know, just for the sake of, just for the sake of 100% completion, so... Anyway, so now we've awakened Saria as the Sage of the Forest, and so the Forest Temple is done, and so I do believe that should be it for this video. So next on Let's Play Ocarina of Time, we're going to see what to do next, go back to the Temple of Time, and see what else is there. So until then, see you guys then.